Oh, yeah,
It was a giant, big warehouse, hardcore powerlifting gym.
Wow.
We're known worldwide at the elite level of powerlifting.
That's it, man.
Yo, imagine this guy's your trainer. Yo, if this guy's training you, you might as well give up. Yo, because he probably wants you to train like him, move like him. Be like, bro, I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro.
Fuck. You get that look in your eye, brother?
Yo, they all look like they running amok. I don't care what. Shout out to the lads. Hold on. Shout out to the lads. Shout out to the lads. Yo, what we doing? Shout out to the lads. Shout out to the lads. Spanian. He finally talks about what happened when he got arrested. Now, if you don't know, I was actually the first YouTuber to do like the report on it. Like I was the first YouTuber to do a report on Spanian being arrested and basically speak about the news clip and, give my, my opinion and all that. So shout out to me, but mainly shout out to that subscriber that put me on. Cause me being in America, I didn't know. Shout out Maddie G, man. That's the member of the day, man. Shout out to the lads. Shout out Maddie G. Get at that membership, Spanian. Yo, guys, I just got one more thing to say, then we're going to get to the video. I did a 420 vlog. I posted it on my other YouTube channel. It's fire. I was in New Jersey cutting up. I had women in the video. It's a nice vibe, man. Y'all go run in that video. Go get that. Now, let's urge.
Tasmanian public housing.
Police are alarmed about the rise in gun violence in the state. 6 people have been charged over a brawl in Glenorchy last night in which police allege guns were fired into the air.
A manhunt is underway in Tasmania after a 32-year-old man was shot dead in Hobart's north overnight.
Tasmanian police closed a major road.
Yo, they bugging out in Hobart. They bugging out.
After a shooting in Hobart's northern suburbs this afternoon.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode Into the Hood. I'm in Tasmania, Hobart specifically. Hey, go on, mate. Straight away, lad. I'm going to the 3 most infamous suburbs in Hobart. It's Glenorchy, Gagebrook and Bridgewater. Apparently people run amok around here, lad. So this is what we're doing. We're meeting a rapper from here, old school rapper, old school battle rapper. His name's Greeley. He's a very knowledgeable person.
Oh, y'all know I like my Australian battle rap.
About Hobart, not only about the hoods, but the history of this place in general. Meeting another rapper from Glenorchy, his name's Wombat, one of the most famous rappers Australia has. And we're meeting a lad from prison. Mucks around here, lad. So this is what we're doing. We're meeting a rapper from here, old school rapper, old school battle rapper. His name's Greeley. He's a very knowledgeable person, not only about Hobart, not only about the hoods, but the history of this place in general. Meeting another rapper from Glenorchy, his name's Wombat, one of the most famous rappers.
Oh shit, now I could actually get to know Wombat outside of the freestyling, outside of the bars. I could get to see him as an artist. It's so crazy, we just did a reaction to him. And somebody gonna drop a comment talking about, oh, I'm not gonna let her disrespect Wombat. I did not disrespect that man. All I said was Chillin' is a better rapper. That's not disrespectful. I said he's very talented. I just wish when he raps, he adds more mannerisms to it. You know what I mean? Not just talk to us, like dance around, have fun with it. That's all I said. Learn the difference between your opinion and criticism and disrespect, okay? Before you drop a comment on my shit.
Australia has, and we're meeting a lad from prison. He runs a gym called Slaughterhouse Gym. His name's Wayne. He used to run back in the days a gang called the Glenorchy Mafia. So I'm looking forward to talk to him. Catching the 503. We're getting off at Glenorchy and we're meeting Greeley there. By the way, reference time, it's 11 in the morning, Saturday. We're meeting Greeley just before Glenorchy. So like a stop or 2 before and then we're walking into it. He said he's gonna be at a...
Yo, let me tell you how much Spanian and inspired me. I know y'all hate it when I say Spanian, but it's just sits in my head. What is it, Spanian? I like saying Spanian. I know he probably like, yo, don't get my name wrong. I would get mad if somebody said my name wrong, but I promise you it's the accent. I just can't help it. But look, right? He inspired me because like usually when I go outside and do whatever, I'll drive. But I'm like, yo, I gotta stop driving because if I'm really gonna give you guys a real experience, a real vlog, a real day in the life of TT, and show you guys around, I kind of gotta be walking around. So shout out to Spanian. So in the video that I did on 420, which I dropped, you guys can see me actually on the Jersey train and stuff like that, which I've done many times. But y'all go get at those vlogs, man. The descriptions in the... I'm about to say the description's in the link. The link is in the description. Yo, I'm Blaze.
KFC along the main road. Wow, massive mountains the whole way. It's like all of these suburbs are built in between all mountain ranges. I used to do a podcast, The Search, a couple years ago, and I had him on the podcast, and also Wombat that we're going to meet, I had him on the podcast too. Dawn, good to see you again.
What a blessing, bro.
Yeah,
brother.
brother.
You down here. You're just checking out the mountain, eh?
Yeah, I was just saying that this whole place is all built between mountains.
Yeah, so that mountain's name, the traditional name is Colonial.
Aboriginal name.
Yeah, that's the actual name. They've changed it back. It was called Mount Wellington. So this whole area was colonised about 200 years ago. The tribe that inhabited this area were called the Winnana people, but the colonisation down here was so hectic. Around 1820 is when people started building farms out here in Glenorchy.
All these mad graffiti.
We've got a pretty good graph scene down here. We don't have any...
Oh, that is fun. Yo, lads, I have to start my graffiti tour. All right, you know what? I'm going to just start. I keep waiting for my best friend, but my best friend still lives in New York. You know, I'm from New York. We're both from New York. So I got to just start doing that. I'm going to hold the camera. I'm going to take you. That's it. We outside, lads, because, yo, that shit is fire. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is fire. And I'm sure that Jersey got a nice graffiti scene. Definitely New York for sure. Because, being from New York, I've seen it. So I just got to take you guys with me.
Passenger trains.
Yep.
Like this train tracks for coalies. And,
So there's
and
no
freights.
passenger trains in Hobart? Oh.
No, there's no passenger trains in Tassie.
Oh, in the whole Tassie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think they don't actually push forward for the train line because they like to keep people segregated in their areas, you know what I mean? Like the people in power down here all live in one area, and they don't really want people from out here getting into the city or from out Bridgewater or from even northern Tasmania coming down. You know what I mean? Dead set, yeah. Like Tassie's such a small place.
That's so interesting, bro.
Yeah, Tassie's such a small place, and the people in power down here all live in certain areas, and there's a lot of, it's all nepotistic, you know what I mean? Everyone's related, so the that have the money, they keep it that way.
Yeah.
And they keep everyone that doesn't have the money out of their way. You know?
Yo, that shit sound like some Hunger Games shit. What? That sound like some Hunger Games shit, like, we the rich motherfuckers, and we just, that's kind of how it is, but not like that on a regular, you know what I mean? Like, that sound crazy.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Why are we going to Glenorchy and Bridgewater and Gagebrook?
I was on the street when I was pretty young, and most of the fellas that I was on the street with were from out Glenorchy. Mm-hmm. So I first came out to Glenorchy when I was like 13, 14, with, fellas on the street. There was always hectic parties out here, house parties,
Yo, lads, at 13, 14, y'all be jumping off the porch. Yo, y'all be jumping off the porch. I be reading my comments. I got a comment, so I say, yeah, TT, we be smoking cigarettes at like 13. 13 is crazy. Like, nah, y'all be jumping off the porch way too early for me. Like, I ain't jump off the porch till 19. I don't know. I'm like, yo, y'all know T.I. son? And he's like, I'm in the hood and da-da-da-da. Granted, I grew up in the hood, but, like, my mother ain't raised me to be hood. My dad's side is the more ghetto hood side. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I got a family reunion coming up. I'm gonna do a vlog. Y'all gonna see how ghetto my dad's side could be. You know what I mean? That's where the gangster side come from. My mom's side, real nice, calm, cool, collective. But, like, well, when I got older, I'm like, well, my pops was always outside his whole life. My pops in the streets, all that. I'm like, I want to be in the streets. I don't want to be at grandma's house no more. I want to be outside. Like, I chose that ghetto life. It's curiosity, yo.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was only one pub out here in Glenorchy called the Mustard Pot, and that was pretty hectic.
So growing up, Glenorchy was the run amok area.
Definitely.
Have fun, run amok. Is there public housing in Tasmania?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
And these areas we're going to are public housing areas?
Yeah, there's a lot of public housing out here.
Yeah.
A lot of Tasmania's being gentrified at the moment, especially since Corona. Tassie always had this, and I think it's because of how hectic the colonial history was down here. But we had a lot of shame. And a lot of when I was growing up, it was like, oh, it was shit to live in Tassie. We were trapped in the mentality of being stuck. It was like a really fucking negative mind state that we were in. And now I come back down and I can look at the mountains and realise how beautiful it was the whole time, you know what I mean? So they sent about 100,000 convicts down to Tasmania between 1820 and 1860. A lot of the convicts, they got 7 years. That was their deal. They got 7 years for transportation and then they get out. And a lot of people that get out, they went to the rest of the mainland and colonised Australia.
Wait, so the convicts, they had to do 7 years here?
Yeah.
So this is like a jail?
It's a jail.
Tasmania's a prison?
It's a penal settlement. The war that happened between the settlers and the Aboriginal people down here went for 30 years straight.
Really?
It was the worst.
And it's really still going when you think about it, right? Like, what's going on with that?
In Australia. Because of all the trauma that came from the war And then as well, like all these people getting sent out here, they were like done for like stealing a handkerchief or a chicken or some shit.
Yeah.
Chucked on a ship, sent to the other side of the world, to this island where they didn't understand the country, they didn't understand the environment.
Yeah.
You know, it's cold. The roar that the
Shit sounds sick and twisted.
Tasmanian devil makes, it's this real demonic, scary sort of scream.
Yep.
So you can imagine all these English settlers sitting down here and hearing these roars from the bush, and you know, it just terrorised them. This place was called Van Diemen's Land for 50 years.
Yeah.
But the reason why they changed it is because they wanted to hide the shame of all that trauma.
Oh, really?
And the name Van Diemen's Land, you know, aligned with all that trauma. So that's when they changed it to Tasmania. I think having you down here is really good because it's going to empower a lot of people. You know?
I love that.
So we're walking into Glenorchy.
It is because Spanian inspires, bro. Like, he really would make you want to get up, do something different. I hope I do that to y'all. I really do. Shout out to me and Spanian.
Okay, we're coming into the central here, next to Northgate.
So we're entering it now. This is the shops, the main area.
Yeah, this is the main area, sort of Glenorchy.
Sign a book, bruh.
Yeah, I can sign it.
Bro, I've been watching you forever.
I want a book so bad, bro. I want a book so bad. I said so bad. Look, that's how real it is. I want a book so bad.
How long you had the book for?
A while since it came out, bruv.
Legend.
Pretty much.
Mad.
Legend.
All good, brother. All good.
Times have changed in different ways from when I was hanging out here. You know, like Glenorchy was considered bogans.
Yeah.
Like everyone wore flannies. Where you start to come into Glenorchy, they used to call it the flannelette curtain because once you were past a certain part of the suburb, everyone wore flannies. And they were bogans,
really?
You know what I mean? But now it's changed, and you know, bogans are now eshays. You know what I mean? And it's been interesting watching your journey, watching Sydney really trend set the rest of the country. You know, like
out this way.
Shout out Sydney. See, it always go back to Sydney, man.
This is where this flannelette curtain existed, and it was actually bogan.
Yeah, this is the Bogan Central.
And so now all the kids of the bogans are now what people refer to as eshays.
Exactly.
Which isn't a term I ever use. I call them adlays, but that's a whole nother conversation. The eshays have theoretically won the war against the bogan culture, mate.
Yeah, it's changed.
See?
And you know what?
Told you, mate. Remember I told you years ago, brother? Hey? I'm here to take over Adelaide. Now I'm going to...
Yo, what's that? What's Adelaide, Eshays? What's all of that? Did all of that go over my head just now? But I'm paying attention. That's why I don't know what I know. Like, I don't know what's happening. You guys got to tell me. Why don't I know what's happening? I'm supposed to know everything that goes down in Australia. I feel upset, lads. Lads, what's that? What he said?
It was actually bogan.
Yeah, this is the Bogan Central.
And so now all the kids of the bogans are now what people refer to as eshays.
Exactly.
Which isn't a term I ever use. I call them adlays. But that's
Bogans, Adelaides. I need to know what all of this stuff is.
a whole nother conversation. The eshays have theoretically won the war against the bogan culture,
yeah,
mate.
it's changed.
See?
And you know what?
Told you, mate. Remember I told you years ago, brother? Hey? I'm here to take over Adelaide. Now I'm going to show you the fruits of my labour.
A lot of these kids, they don't have a culture to hold on to. They don't have an identity to hold on to, you know? So what people see as this trend is actually a lot of these kids finding their identity, and it's empowering them.
100%.
And this is what you're doing, bro. By
100%.
Coming out to these places and uplifting people. You know, it's a good thing, bro. You're doing God's work.
Thank you, brother.
So this is the bus mall here in Glenorchy.
This is the bus mall. This dog just running amok, lad.
Yo, what? Y'all don't put y'all dogs on leashes? What's happening?
That's where it wants.
A lot of punch-ons over the years. A lot of drama in this park and the bus mall. And
What are you doing, lads? Is this the spot you always kick back here? Yeah. A lot of dramas go down here, or lads running amok? Yeah. You running amok? You got that look in your eye, brother.
Yo, they all look like they running amok. I don't care what. Yo, they all look like they be cutting deep, beep up or up and through.
Yeah, mad. What are the cops like, yeah? They harass you when you said kick them back, yeah?
so when I'm cruising through the streets, and I've noticed with a lot of these young fellas, Tourism Tasmania tells the cops, we don't want these kids hanging out in the streets.
Yeah.
So the cops will roll through, go, boy, you guys are filling up the space. We give you a direct order to leave. And within a minute, the cops arrested him for failure to comply. And most of the time, these guys...
So you got to leave straight away?
Yeah.
Yo, but they just chilling, though. That's messed up, though. So where they want them to go, though, man? That's messed up.
And then if they don't within 5 minutes, they'll arrest them and say, oh, failure to comply. And I've watched cops arrest...
But for any reason, or they just...
No,
just as soon as you kick them back?
Yeah, they came across like just in the middle until we're just standing there. They come up and tell you just go.
So right now, they'll come here. Yeah. If they see you, they'll come...
Yo, these little niggas look mad gangster. Yo, especially this dude, yo. Nah, this nigga look like I would not let my guard down. Like, yo, lads, keep an eye on this nigga, yo. Like, for real, though.
Come here and they'll say, you got to go. And if you don't leave, they arrest you, they fine you.
They'll give you 24 hours, 12 hours, and if you come back in the period of time, they'll arrest you.
Even though you live here. It's not like you're from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So what's the park for?
Yeah.
Eh?
Where do you want them to hang out at? It's like, and then when they in the house, stuck on the computers and got their brain stuck into these freaking iPads and all that. It's like, come on now, what's happening? That makes no sense. Huh?
Hey, Glenorchy police, what is the park for? What are those seats for if you get move-on orders from sitting on them? Come on, mate. Hey? True or not?
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of mental health issues here in Glenorchy and in Tasmania and in general. The mental health system down here is very behind. There's a lot of lack of services. You know, where we're walking to now was the youth centre, but it was also the health centre. This is where I first recorded raps for the first time. You know, it was a pretty positive environment.
Oh, you first rapped here?
Yeah, this is the spot where I first recorded my raps.
Yeah.
Check out the mural here, bro. The big syringe on the mural.
Yo, oh, that's fire.
Does it? Oh, it does too, eh?
A lot of successful artists in Tasmania now recorded here when they were a kid. Yeah. For me, this was a massive positive part of hanging around Glenorchy. Even when it was chaotic, at least we had some opportunities here at this centre to, you know.
What are you doing, lad? We're talking about the old community centre, Pulse.
Yeah, bro.
Doing? Wombat, how are you, bro?
Good, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. He looks much older here. Like I guess the video, oh, you know what? The videos I was looking at, they were kind of old. Okay, he grew up. Okay, Wombat, I see you.
Is he still open or not?
I don't think it is open anymore.
So this your hood, Wayne, Wombat's hood, mate. He's come on the podcast with me many years ago, and now I'm all the way in his territory, lad.
Yeah, nah, it's mad that you come down, bro.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Mad, bro. You've always lived around here, Glenorchy?
Yeah, basically my whole life. I lived in Goodwood, which is a suburb, and just not far from here.
Yep.
I've lived here for like 25 years, bro.
Yeah. A lot of drugs.
Yo, is it hot or is it cold? What the fuck? Spanian got a short sleeve on, some shorts. This nigga got a damn bubble on. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Like, what's the weather looking like?
Around here?
Oh, bro, rampant.
Rampant?
Like, yeah, everyone comes to Glenorchy to buy the ice and shit. They got fuckloads of dealers out this way, you know what I mean?
Oh,
so,
dead
like,
set.
Growing up, it wasn't too bad, like, because I'm not a criminal, but like I don't get twisted. Like, I'm still from the streets and shit.
But you just rapped instead.
Shit, bro. I've had some experiences, bro. Like, I've been like rolled with a baseball bat, been rushed down with knives and shit like that.
So Glenorchy is one of the drug spots of Hobart then?
Yeah.
One of the central spots?
100%, bro. There would be, obviously, dealers in all the cities, but there's a lot in Glenorchy from like Bridgie, Gagey, from out Hobart. They come here to pick up their ice and that.
Yeah.
I'm 6 months clean off the pipe now, bro. Like, I'm fucking not touching.
Oh, you've been clean for 6 months?
I knew something wasn't right. I knew it. I knew something wasn't right. When he just said he was off the pipe for 6 months, I knew it. Because he don't look... Bro, he looks kind of crazy. And you think about it, 6 months not that long. Like, I just met the horse 6 months ago. No, I think we just... When I dumped it was about 6 months. And that wasn't that long. I got over that. But it was like yesterday when you think about it. So he just got off that shit. Thank God he got off that shit, though. So 6 months is pretty good, you know? But you could tell that shit affected him. Look at him. He look crazy. Now I could say it, because I ain't want to, you know what I mean? You ain't want to be judging folks. Now I got his story. It makes sense. He looks like he was on that shit. Listen, lads, don't do that shit. You feel me? You see how good I look, you know what I mean? Skin all nice, oily, you know what I mean? When you start doing certain drugs, you look crazy, and it's just not cute, you feel me? So don't do that shit. Deadass, because if y'all look crazy, I don't want to be around you. I'm going to be around you. Because why you look like that? You know what I mean? That's not nice to look like. You feel me?
That's good stuff, bro. Good stuff. So you've been on it around here since you were young? That's when you jumped on?
Yeah.
That's the normal thing. Kids around here getting on the ice now?
There's nothing to do, bro, down here. It's born down here.
Yeah.
They had a skate park and a McDonald's, and they fucking council got rid of the skate park and the McDonald's. Just we would all congregate and just smoke curries and shit.
They got rid of it?
Yeah, but so like now there's less shit to do for the youth to do. Like, you know,
So all you can do now is just kick back at each other's houses and get on the pipe and smoke cones, eh?
yeah, it's fucked, bro. Like that's
Yo, what y'all love cones? What is it with y'all and cones?
That's,
hip hop's like one of the only outlets,
yeah,
like or sport, like footy and shit. You know,
yeah.
to get out of the
All the young lads punching on, stabbing each other.
Yeah.
I never carried a knife out here, and because I never did, I never needed it. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel that a lot of the kids are kind of moving with this fear. They see what happens on the internet and they think, I better get ready for this shit.
They're all strapped.
Everyone's strapped, you know?
Yeah.
I've been in every neighbourhood from here to Palmerston, from Perth to Brisbane.
So like when they say strap, do they mean gun or do they mean like shanks and shears? It's a serious question because you guys aren't big on gun violence. So I'm guessing when we say strap, mean, you know what I mean? We got, so like, just let me know. Drop a comment, let me know.
Never needed a knife, you know? Shit's changing, man.
Oh shit, I think he just answered my question. That's crazy.
Man, I brought your book and all.
Yeah, man.
So this fella does a lot of burning off still for the Aboriginal community down here.
It's cool fire, man. We're putting the cool fire back on the country to make it heal properly.
Yeah.
Slow little fires.
Oh, burning off.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, mad.
Spanian, you come to Tassie, bro.
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Yeah,
Who would have
man.
thought, lad?
I'm jealous I don't got the book.
Thank you.
That's Jason. He's one of the people in the Tasmanian Aboriginal community that are bringing back proper culture and process. And so not only is he doing burning off in the bush to prevent bushfires, which is what the mob did here for thousands of years, you know, but it also comes with a lot of healing on the country down here.
What's this we're going up into now? These are the housing area.
When I was a teenager, I'd always end up here in these flats. There's a couple of bandos up here. We'll cruise up.
Yeah, he lives around here.
Yeah, does he?
Yeah.
True. You know, my memories of being a teenager here, there was just a lot of drugs, a lot of domestic violence.
What are these little one bed sitters?
Yeah.
Yo, did Chillin' not look after his boy? Like, Chillin' looks good for himself. Like, I mean, Chillin' doing good for himself, you know? Family, new baby. His life look nice. He ain't check on his mans.
Sort of one bed sort of vibes. That's a brick. This is like the classic sort of.
So this is what
blocks.
Tasmanian public housing looks like, huh?
Yeah, in this section, this is kind of more the complex.
Yeah.
I'd say the more common Tasmanian public housing used to be the kind of houses that we'll see out in Bridgewater and Gagebrook. Same in Clarendon Vale, but it's these Besser brick sort of vibes.
Yeah.
Always these weird off colours.
Yo, I'm weak. Imagine you just in your apartment and you see like two lads just walking and like, yeah, these are the bricks, these are the public houses. Yo, that gotta be funny though, a little bit.
Yo.
You know what I mean? It's like you'll see like a weird dark green sort of faded house. Yeah, this is the classic sort of like apartment blocks, one bedrooms, you know.
Oh, some are just straight out boarded up.
You end up with a lot of dodgy in these sort of places. They're like, my memories of always hanging around here as youth, there was always a couple pedos living here, and that's a lot of my memories is like hanging around these areas, terrorising, and you know what I mean. You had nothing to do, so you'd find out where the local pedo was, and you just terrorise them.
You know how they like test the and like the piss.
Yo, I'm screaming. Yo, what? Niggas say, yeah, you know when you bored, you just find a local creep and just beat the shit out of.
Water and shit like for drugs and that. And it turned out Tasmania was one of the highest, was like the highest in the country for like methamphetamine.
W to the lads though, right? Like that's fire.
Per capita. Like,
was it?
Yeah, it's pretty hectic down here.
And it's just getting worse.
Yeah.
When I was like 18, there was no meth down here. There was a little bit hiding in the corners, but not much. It was all gack. It was bikie speed, you know? I first like kind of learned about meth over in Perth, and then I came back here, and then I watched it wash through.
Damn. So Perk got the meth heads? Shit, I thought it was Nikes and Perv. I don't know. I'm confused now.
Tassie, you know what I mean? So also down in Tasmania, they grow the poppies for like a third of the world's opiates. So every like methadone,
so it's
morphine,
like all the medical farms, medical opiate farms.
All the methadone, all the morphine, Oxycontin, from here to Oklahoma in America, comes from poppies that were grown in Tasmania.
Yeah, like kids will can break into the poppy fields, try to make their own teas and die, bro, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's it.
So what they did, they actually found a way to modify the poppies to put...
Yo, does dead set mean like for real? Is that what dead set means? Like for real? Like dead set? For real?
put a poison in it. Because what people used to do, they used to go run up to the fields, raid them,
Scratch
make their own milk, and do all that shit. So then the scientists figure out a way how to put poison in it. So if you did it, you'd die. So I think it was about 10 years ago.
They figured out a way to kill you quicker.
No, so it was like...
I thought you were going to say the opposite, like they figured out a way to make it safe.
The opposite, bro. So that anyone... I think it was about 10 years ago, a couple tried doing...
Yo, that's why you can't trust nothing, yo.
And they died in the poppy fields.
Yeah, you know, make their own tea out of it and shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like fully toxic.
Yeah, full toxic. And they,
So I think that's like them just valuing their money more than human life. Yeah. Like if you steal my poppy plant, you die from now on.
That's savage, yo.
Yeah, bro. What?
I remember watching the news one day from in Risdon, and the state of Oklahoma in America were suing the poppy farmers in Tasmania for all the overdoses in America.
No way.
And dead set, they were in court in America going, these Tasmanians are ruining the streets in America.
Yeah.
Dead set, bro. I nearly fell out of my bed. I was just...
Yo, that sound like some American shit. You know how we trying to just we blame everybody for shit but ourselves. You notice that? That sound like some American shit.
Like Pablo Escobar flooding the streets of Florida. It's
exactly right.
Hobart flooding the streets of the United States.
There's 8 degrees of separation between a poppy plant in Tasmania and a doctor giving Oxycontin to people in America. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm screaming because he's so right about that oxycodone shit. I watched this Netflix series, yo, in America, bro. Yo, this nigga, let me tell you how they violated Americans. It's going to be quick, but you got to watch the series on Netflix. It's called Painkillers. Why in the... Or I think Painkiller. Why in the world did... they approved this pill, right? Where it had over the amount that anyone would approve, basically. You know what I mean? Like, it was just too much. And they had mad oxy in that shit. And niggas was overdosing. So doctors was giving it to people not knowing that this is more than the amount that anyone should take. You know what I mean? And they approved that shit. The FDA, whatever the fuck. The people that approve prescriptions and stuff in America, they approved that drug to go on the market. And guess what? The niggas who made the drug got no jail time. And guess what they put on the prescription bottle? Is believed. So y'all ain't even do y'all facts? Is believed? Yo, that's crazy.
True. Go on, bro. I'm good. How are you, brother?
Lovely to meet you, bro.
You too. You
pleasure,
too.
man. Absolute pleasure.
Nice.
Hey, brother. How are you, man? What's happening?
Yo, this nigga look like a Ninja Turtle. This nigga look mad brolic. This nigga look mad brolic. Like, yo, B. Like, nah, yo, lads. Yo, you got the shank? You got the sheaths? Shanks and shit? You got both of them? Because if he get crazy, I don't know. Yo, imagine you get into an argument with this nigga. Alright, bro, I'll be back, man. I gotta go get something.
So you always been from Glenorchy?
I was born and bred where, yeah.
Yep.
Glenorchy, yeah.
Was it a poor area?
Yeah, look, it wasn't a very poor area.
Yeah.
So, but it's the second biggest city. So you have Hobart, and then Glenorchy was the next big city.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And so we used
Mafia.
It was just a street gang that we started when we were kids, and sort of evolved.
When are we talking? Early 90s?
Early 90s, and then it
yeah.
sort of evolved into, as we grew into more serious crime. But I was just so naturally strong. Did a few in-house powerlifting events in the prison, and one, there was a prison officer who was involved in powerlifting officially on the outside.
Yep.
So he'd keep us up to date with all the records and who was winning around the country, and engage ourselves on that.
Yep.
And I just vowed to get out and become a world champion, and that's what I wanted to do. And
that's hectic.
Yo, why every time you high, you think it's something in your eye? Whole time your eyes just low. Yo.
Junkie at the time.
Yeah.
I literally just focused on that, and then
so that focusing on that got you off drugs?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was fucked.
So you got out, started going in competitions?
Yeah, so I was one.
You see, most people are addicted to drugs, money. I'm addicted to my dreams and women. And the woman part, it's like the women, that's my drug. Like, once I cut off all my women, bro, I gotta start calling women. Like, I'm a female, and it's disrespectful that I say the B word and the W word. It's disgusting. I gotta stop. You guys gotta stop, okay? We all came from a woman. We gotta stop. Anyway, point I'm trying to make is once I cut my women off, I'm able to work more. I'm giving y'all 2, 3, 4 videos a day. If you notice, my videos slowed down, and that's my fault. I looked at my numbers. I'm like, damn, it's my fault, man. I gotta get back. I gotta it's the women. This why I like having a girlfriend, because one girlfriend keep you entertained. You know what I mean? Like, she keep you in line. Multiple women that have you talking to this, man. It's 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning. You ain't getting no sleep. You ain't supposed to go on live. Ain't going on live because I got a drug. Women are my drug.
Wandered around the yards with a fucking book, looking, because I knew where the World Championships was in 2011.
Yeah.
And I was getting out in that year, showing the boys where I was going. Everybody saying, nah, you'll never get a passport, you'll never get there. I just knew I was going to that competition. I was getting there one way or another. I was doing it.
And where was it?
Latvia.
Oh, yeah,
11,
yeah.
Yep.
Wow,
So,
Eastern Europe.
Yeah, got out, did a regional comp in Launceston, won. Dave and the boys, we all went as a team over to Melbourne.
Yeah.
I won another big one there. And then, qualified for Worlds, and I was in Latvia that year. And,
that's cracker.
Yeah. And
imagine that. Imagine thinking then knowing I'm going to get out and be in Latvia and then walking there and achieving it.
Yeah, and I was silver medal Worlds in the powerlifting and a bronze in the World Bench Press comp the next day.
No way. What was your strongest lift? Bench?
I was the first Aussie in history to total 1,000 kilos.
That's mental, brother.
I believe it.
And training all that in prison to achieve that.
Yeah, well, everything I was lifting in prison, I was always the strongest in Australia.
Yeah.
No one knew where I was coming.
Yeah.
And ultimately, within 3 years, I was world champion.
That's mad. And so this how your gym can we suss out your gym?
Yeah, so first of all, I'll let you know, so all of these warehouses here, this used to be our gym.
That used to be your gym?
Yeah, it was a giant big warehouse, hardcore powerlifting gym.
Wow.
We're known worldwide at the elite level of powerlifting.
That's it, man.
Yo, imagine this guy's your trainer. Yo, if this guy's training you, you might as well give up. Yo, because he probably wants you to train like him, move like him, be like, bro, I'm good, bro.
So we've moved out of the big warehouse, hardcore gym, and we've sort of moved across here.
You've moved there,
a small little more studio type gym.
Yep. Mad.
Yeah, so it's a lot smaller and welcoming than what we've previously had.
Yeah, this is mad, Jim.
I've still got an old filthy room back here
Nah, that shit gangster. That's the idea. Like, when I think about the perfect way of working out something simple and small, I hate them. You know, you go to Planet Fitness. I don't know what you guys got out there. It's all fancy. A gym ain't supposed to be fancy. It's supposed to look like the trenches, really. You're supposed to be in your motivation. You know what I mean? Really and truly, you're really supposed to work out with natural stuff, nature, trees, and all types of shit. You know what I mean? So, tires, all types of shit. That's how you really supposed to work out. You know what I mean? That's how I was taught. But if you want to go to the gym, it's supposed to look just like that. All that fancy shit, nice little water fountains. Man, fuck all that, nigga. This is you're supposed to feel the pain. You're supposed to be, you know what I mean? You got to see holes in the wall, bullet holes if you have to. You got to get into that savage mode. This is a fact, I'm telling you.
We do most of our training in.
Oh, this is the serious room. That's where it goes down.
The normal people out there.
Yeah, mad. Yeah, these are mad machines, with these hooks. Yeah. What about Glenorchy these days? How do you see it's changed from when you were about, how the young lads around here?
We were kids in full-on pub brawls, with grown men. We were serious crime, serious home invasions, you name it, every serious crime you can
serious
imagine.
crimes, What's down here? It says Slaughterhouse Clubhouse.
Yeah, so we have our own private bar, it's a lot safer for us to have our own space.
Yo, them niggas mad brawling.
As opposed to heading into the city to go to a nightclub or bar.
So you've built this just as your own space, stops the headaches.
Yeah, this gives us a space to do what we do. So we have after parties for the powerlifting events that we have. Barbecues, we have, we've had kids' birthday parties here.
Really?
So,
but this is sick. I love this.
Yeah, that's gangster, yo. I shoot a music video on that bitch. That shit look gangster, yo. Y'all love y'all Coke. Yo, what is it with y'all and Coca-Cola, yo?
I love this aspect of it. And the poles just for like stretching before lifting.
Yeah, so I have a really heavy connection to Russia. I spend a lot of time there.
Powerlifting, a big thing in Russia. They're huge, them lads over there, right?
Yeah. So that was from the early 90s.
I would never go to Russia. TT, you just saying that because you gay? That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't go. But I just would never go to Russia. They don't like. I don't feel like they like Americans, so I'm good on that.
By the guy in prison. Yeah.
Yep. All right, mad. Thank you, boys, eh? See you later, boys. Thank you, brother.
No worries, man.
He's a fan of mine, and next minute I'm in his car. We're in Bridgewater now?
We're in Bridgewater.
Right,
Yeah, we're coming through. So when they built these suburbs, they used the exact same blueprint that they used for the same like ghettos in Compton because they were strategic.
Yo, thoughts and prayers to Wombat, man. He got off the pipe 6 months ago. I just pray that he keeps that, you know?
Designed to keep people in. So back in the day, there was no Centrelink out here, and people used to have to go into Glenorchy to, hand in their form.
Yeah.
And but it always caused heaps of drama having people from Bridgewater coming into Glenorchy,
Yeah.
So yeah, they built the Centrelink out here, and they try to keep them out here, And that's what I was saying.
So Centrelink is like the welfare? It's like the government assistance? Is that what that is?
There's no trains. The bus systems are pretty shit. I think they just shut down one of the buses coming out here because kids keep throwing rocks at it. And
I'm gonna be honest, we're pretty far from where I started, like where my hotel is in Hobart Central. Yeah,
that's it.
And for there to be no trains and even like minimum buses.
Yeah.
There's a
blowout, eh?
Really stay in your places and down here, And it comes with the tall poppy syndrome, the small town syndrome, and it all mixes up, and that's why really proud of putting on community events out here when we can.
I thought it was going to be a bit of a secret here, but yeah. There we are. What are you doing?
How are you, bro?
Doing, lad?
Yo, I feel like every hood now is like how do I put this? Like, because like Spanian been in the news for certain hoods cutting up, I feel like every hood feels like they have to top that. And I want to say to the lads to stop, because we don't want the Into the Hoods to stop. We don't want Spanian showing us the ugly truth of the hood. We need that, because we got to shine light on that. So hopefully the others can see how bad it is. So all I'm saying is, if you know Spanian coming in the hood, just calm down. Ilche, lads. Don't be turning up. Ilche. Because I actually want to hear y'all stories. So when y'all start turning up and the police come, then I can't hear the stories. So just ilche, lads, ilche.
Can't keep a secret in. I thought I was sneaking up here for no one to know.
This is Mearsy.
Yep.
Mearsy's a local rapper. He's been dropping a few videos on THC.
Yep.
Tassie Hip Hop Collective. That's what we do.
I'm about to say, what's THC? I'm about to say, that sounds familiar.
We support these communities by empowering them through hip hop.
Yeah.
It's a platform that we're running. Mearsy, how you doing, bro?
This him?
Yeah,
We're doing, lad.
Mearsy,
How are ya?
mate.
Nice to meet you.
brother.
Yeah, you too, bro. You too.
I'm not getting my hat one stage.
We can talk to the coppers. The coppers want to have a yarn.
Damn, they want to have a yarn. I'm guessing a yarn is a chat. Got you.
How
are ya?
Hey, Spanian.
Yeah, how are you, brother?
What's up, mate?
Yeah, mad. How are ya?
See you, mate.
Seeing ya.
What's going on?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. We just popped up here and it's just like summer nights or something.
Mate, there's shit like this going on, and they know like the fucking Spanian.
Yo, I'm weird. He said, what's going on? He said, I don't know. I just showed up and I can't control that.
In town, bro. They're like, yeah, we just let it happen.
So all of this here, bro, this is all like housing. This is the style, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. What type of shit the boys getting up to around here?
Breaking into cars.
Breaking into cars.
Setting fire to people's houses.
Setting fire to people's houses, eh?
Yeah, while people are in them.
That's
What? He said setting fire to people's houses, Yeah, and they be in their sleep. What? Like, that's not okay.
it.
Gunshots, people have been shot and died also.
Oh, yeah,
Not
people.
so much over here, but over Bridgewater.
Yeah, which is just the next suburb, right?
Yeah, just over that way.
Just over that way, yeah.
There's just nothing out here, bro, for all these young kids that are growing up.
Yo, these tattoos are insane. These tattoos are insane.
They're getting locked up. They're going to Ashley's. They're getting out to being
Ashley's the
homeless
juvie,
again.
eh?
Yeah, the juvenile.
Yeah.
Getting out to being, put back in that same cycle.
This is Gagey, lad. Full suburb of housing.
Full suburb of housing.
Look at the views, but cars. That's hectic.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm a sucker for nature, beautiful skies. Even when it's cloudy and rainy, I'm a sucker for nature. I just feel like that's God's way of making sure things just keep on growing. I love it. That is beautiful. I could wake up to that every day. Even though, damn, it's in the hood, though. Well, I mean, not on certain sides, right?
Brooke started back when I was younger. It was all CFL.
Yep.
So it was a big gang amongst all us.
Oh, there was a gang, yeah.
And
what does that stand for, CFL?
Criminals for Life.
Criminals for Life, yep.
So it was all...
I wouldn't even join no gang with that name. Yo, what's gonna be our name? Criminals for Life. So we're never gonna grow up. So we just... No.
Was all, you know, stealing cars and breaking into people's homes.
Yeah,
and like,
getting money.
Getting that money, bro. Selling drugs and shit like that. Like the crime rate's pretty high around here.
Yeah, so it's always been like young lads running amok.
Always, bro. Yeah.
So what? So gang punch-ons and stuff? Is ice getting bad here?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of my mates due to ice, like just from their loyalties and like all that kind of shit. Bit of a turf war going on, you know.
Yeah. Oh, even nowadays you're talking about far
nowadays,
out.
Yeah. Like everyone's trying to make $1, but they're trying to.
L Ice. Oh wait, what I did? Oh, I muted it. Sorry guys.
Get up on top.
Yeah.
And
same old story, eh?
Yeah, same old story, bro. Like when I was a kid, nearly every second house sold ice.
Yo.
You know, like cocaine or old school gear.
Yeah.
Or chuff. Like I was 10 years old and I was going to buy chuff from a bloke. You know.
Yo.
They don't care who you are. They'll just sell it to you.
Yeah.
Which is putrid because all these young kids that are getting on the ice, you know, their brains haven't developed properly.
Exactly. You got to be at least 25 to have your brain fully developed, and you taking ice, and that's probably going to slow the process. Then it's probably going to just damage your brain, have you thinking all types of weird stuff. Stop that ice. Ice.
And it's wrecking them.
How the hell did ice even become a thing? Like, where did that even come from?
Sell it to you.
Yeah.
Which is putrid because all these young kids that are getting on the ice, you know, their brains haven't developed properly. And it's wrecking them.
Oh, you can see it's heaps more dumpy than other parts. Hey, look. Yeah. So this the whole suburbs like this. Yeah.
And it's not just these suburbs, bro. There's a lot of suburbs down here like this in Tassie. Bro.
Is there?
It's pretty ghetto down here, bro.
Yeah. Well, at this point
Yo, I'm weak. It's pretty ghetto. What's happening? Wait, usually the video don't do that. It must probably about to get ghetto.
The whole suburbs like this. Yeah.
And it's not just these suburbs, bro. There's a lot of suburbs down here like this in Tassie. Bro.
Is there?
It's pretty ghetto down here, bro.
Yeah. Well. At this point in the video, someone come up to me and told me, this is where I heard about someone smashing a cop car, throwing a rock at a cop window, having a fight with a cop or whatever they said. This is about 40 minutes or an hour in real time from the bunch of people when I got out the car. So about 40 minutes, an hour later, something had happened back where we were and I'd learned about it here. Yeah, bro, the house is ugly as, eh? These off-colour...
What's the colour with them?
What is the colour?
This weird yellow, dark green.
It's like the same colour as the grass. Camouflage, lad. I gotta admit, it's the most unique type of housing. Look at it.
That is so beautiful. Yo, waking up to that every day, yo, there's no way I would be lazy, none of that. Yo, that just made me want to get it. Go out and explore the world, man.
Smash windows. But lad, look at the view, lad. They've gathered again. That's it. There's another summer nights again. Go on, lad.
Yo, I'm weak. Spanian, I did a little jog like, alright. He ain't do a lot of running. Like, nigga, you better not hit me. And the lad's gonna knock your head off your shoulders.
So this the pathway, eh? Get through the bridgie.
Little alleyway where we can walk.
Look in the houses, lad. Look at it, bro. In the windows, all the walls are smashed in. Place is hammered. The doors rotten off. This is where everyone brings the hotties. The burnout patch, eh? Evidence is clear.
And for people that want to run down these sort of areas and shit on the people out here, there really needs to be more for people out here. You know, if people want to complain about what they're doing culturally out here, they need to invest more into these sort of areas to give more options.
See, I would do that. I promise you, I would dead ass do that. I'm more of a give back type of individual. It's like, I had a conversation with somebody the other day. I don't want to be too specific. So I had a conversation. Shorty like, yeah, you know, I can't wait to have $1 million. I'm like, what the hell you need $1 million for? She couldn't even tell me. She couldn't even tell me. That's the problem with y'all chasing it after this dollar. What you like, what the fuck I need $1 million for? If I get it, I get it. But you think I'm saying here like, oh, I want $1 million. For what? For what? It don't cost me no $1 million to have a good time. It don't cost me no $1 million to love. It don't cost me what the fuck I need $1 million for. Just sit back and think, what the heck? You probably think, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. A bunch of selfish shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You give me $1 million, bro. I'll probably take 10% of that, half that shit going back to the hood, back to society, back to here. What you need? Fuck, I need all that money for. On average, I don't spend that much. Fuck.
Options for the youth out here, for the adults as well.
Yeah, 100% right. All right, so we're in the full mix of it, eh? Right on the border of Bridgewater and Gageville. But you know what, mate? You know, I'm going to say something like what happened with Logan and Milton, how the people came out. The idiots use idiots out there. You watch shows about the hood for your entertainment, but when the people from the hood appear, oh, look at these scumbags, look at these bloody idiots. But you watch the show anyway. If you don't like the people from here and you don't like that they're representing their area, then f*** off to another channel, you scumbag, because
Yo, he going in. I know he talking about, because I be seeing those comments on my thing. They be like, TT Spanian, he supports it. He ain't changed. And Spanian just like the rest. You got to understand the excitement when he come in the hood. You got to understand, to be honest, the police make the situation worse. If the lads was just, yo, Spanian, chilling, vibing, wouldn't nothing go down. The police come and they make shit worse. They're the problem. Tell me I'm wrong.
we're not here to impress you, right? You don't just get entertainment from watching the hood, but sit there judging and carrying on about the people from it. Wake up to yourself. True or not? True. They can sit here and watch the hood, but when the hood comes out, oh, this is rubbish. Look at these scumbags. But your life's so boring that you watch the hood for entertainment, don't ya, you idiots?
Yo, I am screaming. Yo, it's funny because I was saying that I'm high again. I feel like it's something in my eye. You know, when you're high, you feel like it's stuff in your eye. But yo, I was watching this video the other day. I'm like, yo, this nigga talking mad. It wasn't even Spanian. It was another YouTuber. He was just talking so reckless about the hood and the ghetto. And I'm like, boy, you wouldn't last a day, bro. Like, you wouldn't last one day, bro. Bro, I'd have been to Compton, bro. I'd have been to Old Block. I'd have been to damn Inglewood. I'd have been all types of hoods, man. I done went to Dolph Hood. Shit, I love the hood. Gave back, went to the local store. I love the hood. I'm from the hood, nigga. But when you scary ass niggas get to talking about the hood, you ain't never been nowhere, nigga. Shut your punk ass up, nigga. Nigga, I weigh damn near 1 something, nigga. I got more heart than half you niggas, nigga. You niggas is scary. Yeah, I can't.
And if you want to have a whinge about your community, instead try and contribute in a positive way rather than running people down.
Yeah, that's
we need more people that are investing good energy into uplifting people like Spanian is, you know?
That's it.
So
scums.
This is what needs to happen across
That's what I'm saying. You got to uplift folks.
Australia. We've got such a cultural cringe.
Oh, that look fun. Y'all see that artwork? Yo, I got to start my artwork tour. I have to, son, because I need to see stuff like that.
The fact is, all you fucking do-gooders cringe at this side of society because you can't accept that this is a part of the culture in this country. But this is what it is.
This is the culture.
This is the culture. Look at it.
The culture.
There's no fear in this culture.
Yo, hell no. That shit look dangerous. Like, imagine you fighting, imagine you having a punch on somebody, throw you over there. Nah, they got to board that up a little better.
Just working your job because you're scared.
I told you Adelaide culture will take over, and it did. And look, we come to Hobart, northern suburbs, Adelaide's everywhere. What are you going to do about that, mate? Have a cry, write a blog, call Channel 9. That's it. Look at them. See? I hope this upsets ya. Go, boys, go ahead. Get there. Doing, lad, doing.
Nah, that shit dangerous. These niggas bugging. You see how they running? He tapped him. Yo, what if they fall over? Nah, that shit dangerous. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old and I'm getting paranoid. I'm starting to be, you know them old folks. They be like, now you gonna break your neck. I just felt like that shit dangerous.
Let's urge, go, kick on. Let's urge, Baba. That's it. That's it, lad.
Sick lad. Well, now that we're safe.
Bro, some of these houses are hammered around here, bro. Look at this.
It's what it is, uplifting the neighbourhood.
Yeah.
You might see a lot of this as negative, but negative shit happens every day. Positive shit like this doesn't happen very often, you know what I mean? Negative shit happens all the time. We need to put, uplift more than we need to shut down.
We're in Bridgewater now? Yeah, we're in Bridgewater now, yeah. So we'll go off a back street so we can walk through a street where there's like houses and that. Hey, doing, mate? How are you?
Yo, not the young lads gangbanging. I'm screaming.
Where is he, bro?
In the Ashley system. Ashley.
The OG house.
Back to the OG. What are you doing, Dundee?
Brother.
Hey, what are you doing? Good to finally meet ya.
You too, mate.
He's a rapper. He's an Australian rapper, Dundee. I'll put it up.
Yo, drop some comments. I gotta listen to him. Drop some. Why y'all never told me? Yo, y'all don't be telling me everything, lads. Come on, man.
I'll put his hands up there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So just keep him busy with work, my brother.
Yeah.
And announced my new album today. June 14th is dropping. So.
Did ya?
Yo, he looks like an Australian Chris Brown. Like, what the hell is going on? Yo, he really remind me of Chris Brown.
Yeah, mad.
She's on.
Yeah, hectic.
Yeah, bro. We're just doing what I can, brother.
Yeah, hectic. Yeah, mad.
Everyone loves you, Danny. They've been waiting for you to come down here.
Have they?
Yeah, they love you.
Yeah, that's mad, bro.
I've been posting on Facebook where to spend you now.
Hectic.
Trying to find you.
Yeah, come. Hectic.
Good, how you going?
Well, these townhouses, how's that? Hey, one bat's back. There he is. He popped back up. Where'd you come from, mate?
Come back.
Where'd you come from?
I just went and punched a couple of cones back there, back engaging and
Nice.
He's stoned as fuck.
yeah, I'm back as fuck now. But
that 29
shouts to Spanian.
Yo, he said, are you stoned as fuck? Yo, this shit getting ghetto. I love this shit.
So come down to Tasmania, bro, because look at all the love, bro, all the youth in that, bro. Like,
Nah, yo, they mad deep. Yo, that's mad lads. Yo.
Why then, brother?
Thank you, bro.
Straight the f*** out.
Proud of yourselves, bro. You're making a fucking mark, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Fucking oath, man. Straight up.
Someone jumped on it after you left.
that's
Right
it.
after you left.
Wait, Spanian.
That's not because of me, right?
No.
That's right. There you go. That's it, boys. Fucking nice. Thank you, bro. That's it.
Yo, that video is like, it's mad people.
That's Glenorchy, that's Gagebrook, and that's Bridgewater, lad. That's Hobart's most notorious suburbs, and I'm out, lad. Later, boys.
See, it looks organized to me. Yo, they showed out, yo. Yo, what is it? Hobart? They showed out. Shout out. Yo, they showed out. I ain't gonna lie.
And then they full follow them. So on our way back to the hotel.
Yo, that is Yo, send me some Australian graffiti videos or something, cause that is fire.
Who's that? In the middle of Hobart. In a lane, brother. Look at that. You done this? He done it, lad. He just come walk past and he goes, Spanian, he goes, bro, I done that mural of ya. That's hectic, bro. What's your name? What do you write?
Reese Williams, Soil.
Legend.
Yeah.
Thank you, eh?
Yeah, no worries, bro. Legend.
Let's go, bro. Look what he done, lad. What a way to end it, brother. I'm in a lane. I see a mural of me. 10 minutes later, because I'm sitting here spinning out, ringing people, there's a mural of me. He walks down, he goes, bro, I done that mural, bro, this and that. Anyway, legend.
That's fire.
Bro, later. What are they doing up there, mate?
They're sing rock and roll. Not bikey, obviously.
What is happening with him?
What kind of bikie am I? What? How did you know?
My dad was a Tommy, one Triumph, Norton, Royal Enfield.
Yo, the Australian Chris Brown looking like, yo, bro, keep it up the block, bro. We don't play ball Spanian, bro. We'll knock your head off your shoulders. I understand you old, but you still could be, a little off, so keep it up the block.
Yeah. Those skinhead gangs in London, mad.
All right, long story short, after all was shot, I went back to the city, went back to the hotel. That night, police come, raided the hotel I was in, arrested me, full dramatic, took me to the cop shop, threw me in the jail. What they were trying to say is that I somehow incited people or asked people to go crazy and smash the cop car or...
Yo, that's crazy. Instead of them saying, you know what, maybe we should shine more light to the hood. Maybe we do need to give back to the hood. Maybe we need to find out why are these people so angry. They just want to find somebody to blame it on other than them damn selves. It's disgusting if you ask me.
Throw rocks at the cop car.
Because I tell you what, if the hood had money, the hood wouldn't have smashed none of your police cars. They wouldn't even been worried about you. The lads would have been smoking up the cones, drinking up the Coca-Cola. They would have been chilling. But because niggas is broke and angry, and y'all act like y'all don't care, we got to cut the fuck up so y'all can hear it. Oh, you hear us now? You see us now? Oh, okay.
Whatever they done. I was in the cop shop overnight. I gave them access to my phone so they could hear the conversations between me and Greeley and me and Wombat. Pretty much every conversation they listen to is me telling Greeley or me telling Wombat, do your best to make sure no one knows. I don't want no one to know. I don't really want anyone to be there. Please don't let anyone know. All along those lines. So after a night in the cop shop, they end up deciding to charge me with disturbing the peace. Something like
that's crazy.
Like that. Anyway, so I got charged with disturbing the peace because of other people's actions. I said, listen, I didn't ask him to be there. I didn't host an event. What do you want me to do? I'm allowed to walk the streets. If I go to a shopping center, people gather up and bunch around me. If I stand in the wrong spot for too long, people gather up and bunch around me. If they have a fight, it's got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I said this straight out to him. I said, that's like going to State of Origin, having a fight and arresting Brad Fittler or arresting the referee. It doesn't work like that. Anyway, I got charged with, like I said, disturbing the peace, and here we are, bro. Spaniel's got arrested, lad. He'll che, bro. He'll che.
Oh, Spaniel could box? Yo, Spaniel, stop playing with me. Yo, I gotta fight with that. Yo, Spaniel, it was good. Like, yo, you trying to train me or something? Yo, that's fire.